The Battle for Eternia 4-pack? Interesting. But do we really need them? Hey guys, Jay! Welcome back to the channel. So, this is an interesting surprise, a Saturday surprise. We did know that this was actually going to happen thanks to our good friends over at toyhabits.com, but I don't think any of us expected this 4-pack for the Battle of Eternia. I am actually completely confused and would like to take a look and to see exactly what these figures are about. I'm seriously confused. So, let's have a look at what these characters are about according to the small details that they've been able to give us. And of course, there was another surprise that happened today on Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. She-Ra, the Princess of Power, is actually available for pre-order, and I'll have links in the description below where you guys can pick those up. Without further ado, guys, let's take a deep dive and see exactly what's going on with these figures for the Battle of Eternia. Let's have a look. Just wanted to give you a huge reminder that Toylanta is happening on March 28th through the 30th. This is going to be an awesome convention, and I got to tell you, I'm excited for everybody who's showing up. As a matter of fact, I have a ton of great guests, including Paige Turco, who played the second April O'Neil in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie franchise. She's going to be there along with her fellow co-star, Ernie Reyes Jr., who played Kino in the movie, as long as being one of the actual Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fight choreographers playing Donatello in the first film. He, of course, was also a surf ninja, and who can forget sidekicks? He's going to be awesome. If you're into Power Rangers, they also are featuring Steve Cardenas, the Red Ranger and the Blue Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Sergeant Slaughter is also going to be there. There are also going to be a ton of toy tubers there, including the great Shartimus Prime. He'll be there all weekend. And specifically for the PowerCon portion of the Toylanta event, Power Up Toylanta, you can meet director Daniel Benedict, who I've been talking about a lot lately. He directed The Fall of Grayskull, one of the best, if not the best, Master Universe fan film, and they will be having a screening of this film during Toylanta, a special director's cut. Daniel will also be there promoting the second film that he's trying to get off the ground, The Fall of Grayskull 2. He's having a relaunch as the first one did not actually meet its funding goal, but we're going to get there this time, guys. Definitely have to check out this first film and the trailer for the second film. It is absolutely epic. You can meet Daniel Benedict at Power Up Toylanta and ask him about how the film is going and what he plans, as I truly believe this is the film to bank on in 2025. Writer Joshua Skye, who's pretty much creating the lore for Master Universe, is going to be there as a special guest. As a matter of fact, I did an entire live stream the other day with Joshua talking about his involvement with Master Universe, how that all came about, and of course, talking about his involvement with Heavy Metal series that is just about to ship out to backers. Definitely meet Joshua Skye and ask him all about the Master Universe lore and what he plans for the future. And speaking about more toy tubers, that's right, Robo Don't Know is going to be there with all of his amazing inside baseball toy knowledge. You can meet Robo in person at Power Up Toylanta. The great Pixel Dan, the OG toy collector, definitely visit Dan's booth and pick up a copy of his book, The Toys of He-Man and the Master Universe. You know you have to pick that one up. And somebody definitely made a mistake. They invited me as a guest. I will be there all weekend with my good friend Danny Green of Danny Green Collects. We are indeed going to have Flipor at the convention, maybe even a few exclusives, including some concretes, which will only be available at the event. And I'll be showing off some comic books that I've worked on, as well as premiering a brand new project that Danny and I are working on. You have to check us out at the event. We will be there with our good friends Carlos and JP of Thundercats Classics and the Badass Reviews. They are going to be kicking off their convention tour with Toylanta, showcasing From the Realm, a new line of action figures which they're planning on launching. You guys can check out the brand new figures live and in person and talk to the creators themselves, JP and Carlos. This is going to be absolutely amazing. Tickets are going fast, everybody. You can head over to toylanta.net/tickets and pick up your badges for the event. The VIP badges are almost sold out, and they feature the brand new exclusive ATL 25 action figure from the Four Horsemen. This exclusive edition of this figure will only be available at Toylanta with limited quantities during the event, and the only way to secure this figure 100% is to pick up the VIP ticket badges, which are already available online, but these are running out fast. So definitely pick these up, as you don't want to miss out on the ATL 25 exclusive figure, only available at Toylanta. Be sure to pick up your tickets before they run out, and we'll see you there. Now let's get back to this episode. Guys, I gotta tell you, this was a crazy day. I mean, it's the freaking weekend, Saturday of all things, and I woke up this morning and just got nothing but pings and alerts. I got messages from Eternia and Royalty on Instagram, Kenzo's Creations, friends gave me a ping. And of course, this was all over toyhabits.com on their Instagram page as well. Of course, they're reporting this on their website. Guys, definitely give each and every one of these creators a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. They're doing amazing work, part of the toy community, especially when it comes to Masters of the Universe. Apparently, according to all these wonderful creators, something got dropped on Entertainment Earth. That's right, everybody. Now available on Entertainment Earth and other fan channels. Battle lines are drawn. Who will reign supreme? The factions of the Master Universe have gotten their ranks upgraded, and the Princess of Power herself, She-Ra, from New Eternia, has been made available on Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. I have affiliate links in the description below for Entertainment Earth where you guys can pick up these action figures. It does help out the channel, and I really do appreciate it, guys. But let's take a deep dive into this announcement, because this is absolutely crazy. Heading over to Entertainment Earth, right on the front page, this was actually teased multiple times on their drop zone, and our good friends over at Toy Habits have been covering this for quite a while, tracking this announcement and speculating on which figures might actually be on pre-order for Entertainment Earth. And those speculations are put to rest today as they finally got listed early this morning on Entertainment Earth, and I want to take a deep dive as I don't recognize any of them for the Master Universe, but it's really cool to see that they are literally building worlds as we speak. First and foremost, the Princess of Power She-Ra has been listed for $23.99. She was first unveiled at Toy Fair 2025 in New York, and I did a deep dive video into the appearance of this New Eternia She-Ra, what she means for the 80th anniversary of Mattel, and her connection with the original She-Ra from 1985. Definitely, guys, check that video out. I'll have a link in the description below where you can have a look. She was also available for the Walmart Collecticon, but now international purchasers can also pick her up here on Entertainment Earth, which is amazing. We're going to take another look at She-Ra as she appeared here on the listing with these brand new solicitation photos, and take an even deeper dive into the Easter eggs that can be found in her packaging design, thanks to creative director Roy Juarez and the design team over at Mattel. This is looking incredible. You might even be able to catch a glimpse of some interesting characters in the background. But we're going to take a deeper dive to that into another episode. But I did want to let everybody know that she is available for $23.99 on Entertainment Earth. Moving on to this incredible 4-pack. These are actually brand new characters who we've never ever seen before. I have no idea where these even came from. In some ways, they look like a bit of kit bashing from here and there from different characters, but you can easily see new sculpts involved as well. And I'm really excited to be taking a look at these figures as they are quite menacing, and even dive into a little bit of lore, what there is available to us from the description that's been provided by Mattel to Entertainment Earth. They are listed as the Master Universe Origins Battle for Eternia figure 4-pack. There they are, everybody. They look pretty handsome, I gotta tell you. Each of them comes with a unique accessory, some of them more than others, and it's really interesting to see how these guys are coming together. They are part of the Master Universe Origins collection, and there was absolutely no indication of the fact that these were going to be released at all. We didn't see them at Toy Fair. We didn't see them announced anywhere, not even on Mattel Creations or on the Instagram page. The first figure we're going to take a look at is the Skel Knight. Holy crap. What is going on here? I mean, this is something which is kind of like out of a nightmare. We see something which resembles, I guess, Skeletor, but not Skeletor. It definitely is somewhat of a Skeletor type of buck. I mean, the skin is definitely reminiscent of Skeletor himself. However, everything else is kind of a mishmash of different parts from other figures, but at the same time done so well that he really could be his own character. And this is actually the beauty of the Master Universe Origins line, the fact that you can mix and match, different harnesses, different arms, legs, and just come up with brand new creations. And this is another step forward, creating brand new army builders like Skel Knight here. He looks absolutely ferocious. This brand new helmet is looking really interesting. Seems to be somewhat in the style of the Battle Armor Skeletor that was released in the Masterverse edition, but this one is more of a full helmet. There doesn't seem to be any human face peeking out the back, not even a skeleton face. It is shaped in the style of a Skeletor Herald. We can even see a skull at the top. The front portion, which is supposed to be a face plate, seems to have a breathing portion here for the nose, which is again in homage to the great Skeletor, the Lord of Destruction. We can see two little beady eyes peeking out from the back, very dark in their overall nature. And there is this nice tempo put right on the top, which gives it this almost painted feeling, kind of like the way the Uruk-hai have the hand of Saruman emblazoned in front of their faces. This is really neat, and I really do appreciate that type of design work. The straps are really cool. They have this stalagmite type of feature growing up from the armor itself. I recognize this armor from Lords of Power Beastman, which was released early in the line. Moving down further, he has these interesting looking forearms, which will probably eventually be used in a future figure, maybe even Hurricane Hordak. I don't seem to recall any figures using this type of arm style, so very interesting once again. Even his sash looks somewhat unique, especially the color design with the purple and black schemes. The legs seem to have a lower cut here, which is very reminiscent of the Master Universe Origins standard buck. Almost looks like there's some snake heraldry to the shin pads in the front. I am a little disappointed with the feet though. They seem like they should be more webbed feet, more reptilian, as that would really befit this particular type of character. He comes with this gigantic sword, which is really cool, I think. It has that wonderful Lord of Destruction heraldry with the ram's horns and of course that skeletal face. And it has a unique set of runes, probably some incantations added to the blade for strength and adding an evil aura to the entire piece. It's cast in a single green color, and I'm not really sure if this would be a glow-in-the-dark feature at all. According to his bio, which is not very long, the Skel Knight is subservient to the evil Lord of Destruction, Skeletor. Skel Knight features a sword and removable harness. Moving on to the Pit Warden. Oh my gosh, this guy is crazy. There are a couple of telltale features here. The top portion of his head looks very much like Vipor's head sculpt with his movable mandible. This new head is a brand new sculpt as far as I can tell, looking like a very unique version of a Snake Man. It's joined together at the base by Modulok's double-headed neck accessory. I have to admit though, it is a bit clunky in its overall look putting this together, but I do appreciate the effort. Really highlighting the fact that Master Universe Origin is all about imagination and play, and I really do appreciate that. The body type is very similar to other figures in the line. It has this wonderful scaling pattern, and I do like the tempo, which is quite similar to Too Bad, having been split all the way down the middle in a non-uniform style. The arm is very reminiscent of characters like Clawful, and the lower part of his gauntlet looks very much like other characters who have been released before. A belt very similar to Vipor and Fangor, and his left arm is recognizable as having come from the King Hiss mold. Moving further down, we do see that he has two distinctive legs. One is more reptilian in nature, the other one, of course, more humanistic, along with armor bits. He really is a mishmash of parts, but is very unique in his overall pack-out design. He also comes with a couple of accessories, which we can probably recognize as coming from Skeletor. This looks like the 2000X Skeletor double sword, which was included with the 2000X version of Skeletor in the Master Universe Origins. And the shield is also reminiscent of Snake Armor Skeletor, but only cast in a single color along with the sword itself. Still, there's a wonderful figure to add to your collection and a wonderful army builder overall. According to his bio, which again is very, very short, the Pit Warden is a multi-headed menace under the direction of King Hiss. He comes with a sword and a shield. Not much to go on, but these are army builders, and it is interesting that we'll be able to boost our ranks for the Snake Man. Moving on to the Paragon Champion. This guy is probably one of my favorites that I see here in the line. Right off the bat, I think a lot of people will recognize that he does have a very similar appearance to the previously released Master Universe Masterverse Revolution Man of War, which of course is Duncan upgraded to the nth degree, and it really does share that type of design aesthetic. Here we see another version of this in the Paragon Champion. We do see a lot of parts sharing here. This is obviously King Randor's chest piece. Both shoulder pauldrons are obviously shared by Man-at-Arms. He has King Randor's cape, as well as the shin and knee guards of Man-at-Arms. The buck is your standard Master Universe buck, and he does have the Snake Infiltrator's helmet and face from that line. He also has an additional singular shin pad without the knee guard, which I suppose you can use to differentiate this in the overall ranks. You can take off one shin guard, you can put on another one. Same thing with the shoulder pauldrons. He also comes with what appears to be April O'Neil's camera mace, which has been retrofitted into a warhammer, which I really do appreciate. I love the new color scheme. I love the, you have to forgive me, whack-a-mole style domes in the front, and the hammer really did have this cool nature of it. According to his bio, the Paragon Champion represents the Royal Kingsguard of Eternia. He includes a hammer, sword, removable cape, and armor. Now here's the interesting thing. It says he is included with a sword. I don't see a sword here. So I'm not sure if that's actually a typo or if they didn't photograph the sword in this promotional photo. And finally, we come to the evil Horde and the Horde Revenant. What the heck is this guy? I have to admit, I was not expecting somebody like this. He looks absolutely crazy. There's a lot of parts sharing here, but at the same time, some unique aspects of this character as well. Right off the bat, I can say without a doubt, this is almost entirely King Randor in his 2000X Master Universe Origins release. We can easily see that his tunic and his armor is definitely lifted right off of King Randor, along with his kilt. I believe the belt is also from King Randor. The forearms look very generic in terms of their overall design, and we can see that instead of King Randor's feet, I believe that these are actually Hordak's feet and upper legs. His accessory is also King Randor's staff. But of course, the one unique feature of this figure definitely has to be his head. This is crazy. I don't think we've ever seen a head sculpt quite as detailed as this, at least in its overall flamboyance. It has that Hordak heraldry with the bat wings, almost a wearable Horde Indica symbol with the overall look of the Horde and Horde Prime. We can't see any eyes to give that sinister nature to the figure. The helmet itself seems to have these tiny little teeth, which are probably more for intimidation than anything else. We have these embedded crystals at the top of the helmet, as well as this very pronounced ridge at the top, really driving home the fact that these are minions of the evil Horde. According to his bio, the Horde Revenant comes from Hordak's Oathbreakers. What? There's an interesting piece of lore I would love to find out more about. I really gotta pick Joshua Sky's brain on what that means. The Horde Revenant comes with a Horde staff and the removable harness, so it'll be interesting to see what actually lies underneath, if there's any special details for the Horde Revenant. These guys are looking pretty badass, I gotta tell you, and let's be perfectly honest, they are mostly kit bashes, but what they've actually created here is pretty unique, and I'm not too disappointed with the way these have actually come out. As a matter of fact, their overall paint details and some of their unique aspects, including the Revenant's helmet, the helmet of the Skel Knight, the new head sculpt for Pit Warden, and their unique accessories like the swords. And as army builders, I do have to say that these guys really are interesting in their overall design. As army builders, you can decide to pick these guys up as they aren't part of the original lore from Master Universe, but as an overall set, I think it really will depend on whether or not you want to spend $64 on 4 additional characters who really have never been introduced in the Master Universe lore prior to this. For me, I really would be interested to see if there's a mini-comic included with these figures, as I really would like to find out a little bit more about their overall backstory, as what was included with their descriptions really is lacking world building. Well guys, this has been one heck of a Saturday surprise, and the 4-pack for the Battle of Eternia has been revealed. I, for one, am looking forward to seeing if there's any additional lore behind these guys, as I am actually fascinated by this pack out, and I'm interested to find out if these guys are more than just a glorified kit bash. So I'm not going to beat around the bush here. I'm going to say that I'm completely confused. I have no idea where these characters come from, who these characters are, or how they even connect to the Masters Universe. There's a lot of things going on here, and although they are interesting looking characters, I just have to admit that they are mostly reusable parts from other figures in the line. I mean, the Horde Revenant is basically King Randor with a new head. Let's just, put that into perspective. For 4 figures who are admittedly unique in their overall design, you can actually rebuild these characters for your very own with other characters who are already available in the line. I will, however, say that the designs and the way they've actually been executed are very unique. I really do like, the Man of War style figures. The Oathbreakers themselves look really, really cool in their new color schemes, and the unique head sculpts and accessories that they have included are interesting. But at $64.99, are they interesting enough for you to pick up and add to your collection? Let me know those comments in the comment section below, guys. Are you interested in picking up this 4-pack? Or are you literally like, where the heck are the other Master Universe Origins figures so we can finish off this line and move on to the Powers of Grayskull? And you're just going to pass these guys by. If you are interested in picking up these figures, I do have a link in the description below where you can pick them up on Entertainment Earth. It really does help out the channel, guys, and I really do appreciate it. Guys, Toy News continues in 2025. As a matter of fact, Thundercats, celebrating its own 40th anniversary, has been releasing brand new action figures through Super 7. As a matter of fact, I did a deep dive into the latest LED Eyes version of Lion-O. I fell in love with this figure, and finally playing with it, thanks to my good friends over at Titan Toys, it really did make for a lasting impression. You guys can check out that video right here. I'll see you guys there. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Master Universe continues in 2025, and I'm excited to see what new figures are coming very, very soon. Good journey, everybody. Geek proud.